Okay, y'all see it, man. 24 degrees, man. 8:30 in the morning. I'm headed out. I told her I'd be over there around 9. Ain't nothing exact about anything, you know. The machine's full of fuel. Of course, the truck needs fuel, so yeah. Yeah, 24 degrees out this morning, man. Pretty cold for us, down, you know, down here in Georgia, man. So I heard from the young man that, you know, didn't show up last Sunday. With a, you know, first time I heard from him since, well, Saturday night last week, when he said he was coming to work. Because I don't run these guys down when they don't do what they're supposed to do, especially this time of year. So he texted me just out of the blue, says, "Hey, so did you get that job? You know, the lucrative job over here, with the retention pond, where he was going to make, you know, chunk money?" Because he knows I turned in a quote for that job, and so he was wanting to know if I got that job or not. And yeah. And I texted him back, and I'm like, I didn't even respond to that part of it. I said, well, so what happened to you last Sunday? You know, I said, you told me you was coming to work. I said, I waited up at the store for 20 minutes on you. You didn't call me. You didn't show up. What's up with that? And he never answered me back. You see, you know, and that's what you're dealing with out here. So for all the guys that think, well, you ain't paying them enough or this or that, well, they sure wanted to get in on something where they would make, you know, I mean, still want to come out here and work. They just want to do it when they get ready. See, not when I need them. And that's been the, you know, well, so he hadn't responded to that text, and that was last night. You know, I don't even know. And if I'm him, I'd be like, you know, man, my bad, dude. I overslept. I didn't have a ride. You know, even though all that don't really matter, but, you know, not saying anything, well, you know, well, if you're working out here from time to time, or however you want to look at it, with a guy like me, then, you know, I pay for guys that the reason I pay pretty good is for the consistency and the reliability. You're not gonna come out here and make top dollar, especially if you don't know anything. I mean, and if you know something, you might, you know, if you know a little something, you might have a little more leeway. But when you don't know nothing, hell no, man, I ain't doing that. But it damn sure don't want to get in on something that's a little more lucrative. Of course, when you tell a young man like that, okay, I'll pay you, you know, $500, and I think it's going to take 2 days. Well, they don't understand. All they're hearing is the $500. They're not thinking about the logistics of actually getting the job done. See, and that's going to be the issue over there. I already know that, because the young man, he really doesn't want to work. He's just, well, he has to, and he really doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to work out here in the weather and stuff. And I get it, you know, that's cool. But don't tell somebody you're coming to work and not come to work. And then when they ask you about it, you ain't even got nothing to say. Can't even, I mean, I would at least say, just common courtesy, I would at least say, you know, my bad, man. I fucked up, you know, or I messed up, you know, my bad. Or something like that, you know. Not that that changes anything, but that may, you know, that you know, I mean, that's just what I would do. But these kids these days are of a whole nother breed, man. A whole nother one. For sure. So, I gotta pull up in here and get fuel for the truck. Y'all know I'm going back down here to Fayetteville to this job. Started on, well, I did work on about a month ago, and we're gonna do probably gonna work over there today and tomorrow, and probably one more day too. Probably have 3 additional days over there, today, tomorrow, and then we'll kind of see where we're at. And I'm learning too, you know. I'm trying to figure it all out. I'm trying to, and I'll get into some of the logistic stuff that I've done to make it where I can minimize my expenses. Now, a lot of guys are not going to be thinking like this. You know, I'm trying to be as efficient in the skid steer work as I would be in the lawn maintenance stuff, and I'm pretty damn efficient in the lawn maintenance. But I haven't learned quite yet how to be that efficient, you know, in the skid steer work. You know, but not that you have to be that efficient to make good money in the skid steer game, but you know, you don't have to be. I mean, I want to be efficient in everything I do, and that's from cleaning my garage out to making money out here. I want to be efficient in everything. So I'm always thinking in terms of that. See, I could cut this one more time. The corner gas station and the Mexican restaurant. So that'll be something I'll do. I got like, I don't know, probably 10 yards to do still. But, you know, yeah, man, I'm not going to be playing all the games with with the help, man. I'm not gonna be doing all that shit, man. They can play games. I'm gonna, y'all know, that way, man. I'm going that way. All right, so $80 in fuel here in the truck. I put about 60 in fuel in the skid steer the other day. So yeah, just the price you pay to be in business, man. These are all expenses, right? So a couple of things that there's quite a few things that need to happen over here, and this is just my thinking, and some people that's got a little more experience than me maybe can give me some pointers. So I know that I got at least 2 days over here, probably 3, to get everything just like they wanted, and they keep adding, you know, because, well, first I was just in the backyard getting down everything. Then when they saw how much some of the stuff that I could do, they added more stuff to it, right? So cool, no problem. They got stumps to grind. They got a bunch of brush to cut down. A few trees, you know, that I could probably push over with the skid steer. Not just saplings, but, you know, decent sized trees. Not real tall ones or nothing, but there's a Bradford pear tree that's junk. You know, but I don't want to do, I don't really want to do that. I like to charge by the tree when I do tree stuff. You know, so I basically told her I'd come over here today, and this is a friend of mine's grandma. So, and I know the whole family. So basically, I told them, you know, just like last time, $1,400. I'd bring the machine over here, and per day, if you will. Now, I thought you said you don't work by the hour or by the day. Well, normally I don't, but at $1,400, and I know how long I'm going to be over here. You know, as far as today, I might be on the job 5 hours, maybe, and that's a maybe. But what I had to do, since there's, you know, to keep my expenses down, and I don't know if I'm doing it right. So you know, if I'm coming back tomorrow, I don't want to have to haul the machine back and forth. But I need another attachment. I need the stump grinder over here. And it'd be cool to have a lawnmower over here too, when it's all said and done, right? That's the thinking. Now, I don't know what anybody else would do. Now, I could go down here, do the work today, bring the machine and the attachments back home, and then leave one of the attachments here, or leave all the attachments here, and then bring the machine home tonight, right? And then load up another attachment, on the trailer tonight with the skid steer, and come back down here in the morning, right? But see, to me, that don't make as much sense as what I did. Number one, you got to be thinking, I don't want to haul this machine anywhere I don't have to, okay? I don't never want to put it on the road. This is my thinking. I don't never want to put it on a trailer and put it on the road unless I absolutely have to. Now, we know in business you're going to have to do these things, and that's common sense, right? I can't make money with it if I can't get it take it nowhere. So, but with that being said, we want to minimize that. We just do. I do. So that's the thinking behind everything, okay? When I'm doing skid steer work on multiple day jobs or whatever, right? That's the thinking. Don't want to haul the machine anywhere unless I absolutely have to. Okay, so what I did is last night when I was getting everything ready, brush cutter, grapple bucket, and tooth bucket on this trailer, right? Not enough room for the stump grinder, So, well, that's cool, Ray. All you got to do is just is go work today, bring the machine back home, and then bring the stump grinder down tomorrow when you come. True, that's true, but that goes against putting the machine on the road unless I absolutely have to. So what I did is I loaded a lawnmower and the stump grinder onto the lawn trailer, right? So tonight, when I come back, I don't have to bring the skid steer. Otherwise, I would have to bring the skid steer, and I don't want to do that. And and if you're not thinking like that, that's just my thinking. If you're not thinking like that, then you're not thinking like me anyway, whether this is the right way or the wrong way. I don't want to bring the machine I don't want to bring the machine on the road unless I have to. Now, if it was 5 minutes down the road, I might think a little bit different. But either way, I'm going to have to make 2 trips. I'm going to have to waste a trip either way, because of my ability to haul the equipment home. This is the thinking. I don't. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking that I make the right move by doing this. Either way, I'm going to have to make an additional trip down here butt naked, meaning a trailer with equipment on it, and for 2 trips instead of just 1. Now, if it's a 3-day job, what you may be able to do is I can still. You got to be thinking, man. I mean, it can get a little bit, funny in your head, when you're trying to minimize on the road. The number one thing is to minimize on the road with the skid steer on the trailer. That's the number one thing. Now, you would think, okay, well, that don't make no sense, Ray, having 2 trailers down here and only 1 truck. You're right. You're right. I know. But that's the only way I know to do it and not have help out here. Now, in theory, having someone drive the other truck would be one of the main reasons why I would have somebody out here with me. It would minimize the trip down here. Save me approximately an hour, and maybe an hour and 20 minutes, because it's about a 20-minute ride, but you ride kind of slow with the trailer. It saved me an hour, and fuel and all that. So if I had somebody out here, that hour, that I'd be saving, I would just pay them. Maybe, I don't know, on a job like this, probably around $140, $130 for, you know, for a day. But they'd have to drive the other truck with pulling a trailer. Not this trailer. I don't let nobody pull this trailer. I'm the only one that pulls this trailer with the skid steer. I'm the only one that does that as of now. Not opposed to somebody else doing it, but there ain't nobody. These motherfuckers can't even run a blower. So, you know, we ain't put them in a scenario like that. So that's kind of the thinking. So I'm trying to lay it out in my head now, and I don't know if I even did the right thing, but I did what I did, and I'll learn from it. So tonight, what I'll do is I'll leave this trailer down here. I have to, in order to pull the other trailer with the mower and the stump grinder on it. I'm not going to get to the stump grinding today. No way. I mean, if I were to get to the stump grinding today, they're getting a great deal, a more than a good deal, and I'm already giving them a good deal. Normally, I would just, well, I don't even know what normally is in the skid steer world because I don't have a normally, you know, but I'm learning. But at $1,400 solo, I can overcome pretty much anything that I need to overcome. Okay, y'all. So I'm in the machine. I just went over briefly with the owner about what they want to do. It's pretty freaking cold out here. Nothing's really changed. I love that. Yeah, so we're going to get all these. There's a bunch of stuff to do here that's going to be really easy for the machine. I'm gonna set you guys up when I come down through here, and we'll just go from there. So okay, y'all, so y'all see this area right here, trying hard to get a perspective. All this right here gone. The trick part is I got to do it like I did the other See right here, there's a pathway in there. So on the top side, I had to pull it out with the rock. Now I'm gonna come in from the other side, and yeah, there's a big stump in there too. Oh wow. So I'm gonna try to pull all these azaleas out, man. It's just a haven for, yeah. Now, Ray, go in there with the cutter. I could, but man, I don't know, y'all. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit something. We're gonna remove this tree too. There's a lot of work over here, y'all. A whole heap of work. I mean, a whole lot of work. Look at this mound right here. I don't know what that is. That looks like gravel. This is gonna be, this job's turning into this is gonna be, we're probably gonna be, by the time it's all said and done, we're probably gonna be $7,000 or $8,000 over here, a week over here, give or take. 4 or 5 days, at least 3 days. I've only been here 1 day. I've been over here a couple of hours, and I've done a lot. I didn't get a lot of footage because, well, they're out here watching and stuff. So last time I was here, they wasn't watching. So I'm gonna hop in the machine and run down here and pee, man. So, but I'll set you guys. I'm gonna let the battery charge. I'm gonna set you guys up where y'all can see me go in here and get that, all that greenery right there. Okay, y'all, so y'all see, we're gonna get a dumpster. I'm gonna leave my trailer here. We're gonna get a dumpster next week, but I'm not going to even bring the other trailer tomorrow. We're not ready to grind stumps because we're going to take this tree out right here, that tree out right there, right? And so yeah, y'all, so y'all kind of see what I got going on over here. It's 3 o'clock. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna leave my trailer here, but I am not going to be bringing the grinder tomorrow. We're going to have to reassess all that because there's about 4 trees they want to take out too, and by the time I get done grading all this, which I can do, and cutting the rest of what we need to cut with the brush cutter, that's going to be tomorrow. So now if they want me to, they may want me to come back in the spring and do sod or something. You never know. A lot of guys would say, hey man, well, you ought to use the power rake to grade that. No, they're not really. I would do that if we were doing sod or something, but not on this. All right, y'all. So y'all see where I'm at, man. Doing it over here, y'all. I'm doing it, man, for real. I'm surprising myself. I really am. It ain't no finished product, but see, everything changed when she came out and was talking about all these trees, and then we started looking at the weather because well, it's more important for me to get the grading done before all the rain comes than removing the trees. I can remove the trees anytime. I can grind stumps anytime. So tomorrow, since I know it's going to be raining Monday and Tuesday, and well, you don't want to be, I don't want to be held up where I can't grade it. I want to be able to grade it, because then you end up leaving them with a mess, and it might be 2 weeks before you get back over there. You never know. So tomorrow I'll just grade it and brush cut everything that I'm going to brush cut on both sides of the barn over there, and a few other little things, and then I'll use the cutter to help me with the grade too. You know, that's my thinking. Just like I did at the pond job. You got to remember what you know. Now I would go get the power rake like I was telling y'all earlier, but I don't think that it's ready. It's not going to justify me what I got to do to go get the power rake. The power rake's at my is at the bamboo site, and I don't think I need it. Not right now. Now we just want to try to get some winter ride down. That's all she wants to do right now. And come spring, we'll figure it all out. Then I'll go in there come spring, and I'll bring the power rake over there. But I can get it pretty damn good with the flat, you know, with the tube bucket and the cutter. So I ain't even used the cutter today. Not at all. I'm pulling stuff up, man. I ain't trying to cut it. I'm trying to do them a solid over there for real. And I know there's going to be something wrong with how I did everything, but you know, I'm learning, man, and I'm trying to get better, and I am getting better for sure. That job right there is you know, I'm trying to catch all the freaking traffic. It's Friday, man. It'll probably take me 45 minutes. But I had a guy text me about a job. You know, he needs a job, right? I got to tell y'all this story time with Ray. So this dude texts me and says, he said, hey man, you got any work? Like he knows me, right? I don't know him. And I'm like, well, you know, I might be able to come up with something here and there and here, and all blah blah. But you know, what kind of money are you looking for? And that's what I texted him back. And he come back and he says, $200 to $300 a day, not less than 200. And I'm like, wow, okay. He must have his own equipment and everything. Well, that's what I'm thinking. And I said, oh man, that's I said, I don't bring nobody out here for that kind of money. What do you know how to do? You got any experience? You know, get this, y'all. He come back and says, no, I don't have any experience, but somebody was telling me there's a lot of money in this game, and yeah. I'm like, what? So I texted back. He said, I texted back, and I'm like, well, you don't have no experience. He said, but I can learn. And I said, well, maybe the reason why you ain't got no job, man, or no work, is because you trying to get too much money. $200 a day for somebody that got no experience, that ain't never going to happen in my world. Not as the economy is right now. There ain't no way. You kidding me? And I don't know them either. Don't know nothing about them. Don't know. And so I text him back, and I'm like, well, that might be, you know, that might be why you ain't got no job, man. You charging too much. I said, I don't know if anybody that's gone in the landscaping world is going to bring you on $200 a day or more, and you ain't got no experience. You know, he's like, he comes back. He says, well, I was going to get experience. I said, yeah, but getting experience ain't gonna be no $200 a day. I said, you know, I said, have you ever had a job making $200 a day? He said, no. I'm like, well, so what? See, folks, they're gonna try you, you know, But that turned me all off from that potential worker, right? I'm not gonna, I wouldn't hire nobody like that. There ain't no way. And that might be, oh, Ray, you can't blame for trying to get the most money. Yeah, but man, there is common sense, dude. There is, you know, $200 a day or more, not less than $200 a day. What are you saying? I'm like, dude, yeah, what the hell? And no experience at all. So that means that tells me, yeah. So if I'm, you know, was really bad off with labor and need help, you know, such as, you know, getting a bunch of jobs and all that, when I know I got labor, that labor is sketchy, and I needed labor like that, I'd have to hire him at $200 a day, and he don't know nothing. And don't you know that as soon as we get through the winter, he ain't gonna be out here no more, and he been got $200 a day from me? I mean, what the hell is that? He must be smoking some of that good shit. I'm just saying, man. But these young guys, they have a distorted view of what they're worth. Tell them to go to damn Costco or Walmart and see if they get $200 a day. Yeah. Anywhere, anywhere. Ain't nobody paying $200 a day. Entry level, no degree, no nothing. Just coming in the door with no experience, $200 a day. I don't know of any job that's doing that. None. I ain't never had one like that. Not ever. Oh, 200 minimum. That's a joke. I mean, that dude had me, I was laughing while I was working over there. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm pulling up to the Hizzo, man, and it is Sammy Time Friday. We'll see y'all in the morning, man. Deuces.